pretty simple. We on?
Nope. We're gonna go live in a minute. I'm waiting on you.
Oh yeah, I'm shit.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3. Come on, man. Come on.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. Ooh, and we spaced out pretty nice, so it's good.
Nope.
All right, we're good. All right, yo, what's going on? It's your main man Humvee.
It's your boy DB.
And this is the Truckcast episode number. We just did one. We just did.
It's 115.
115.
115.
115
yeah.
of the Truckcast. And you know what we do here.
What we do?
We talk about relationships.
Talk about relationships.
We talk about love. Dating issues. Marriage. We do talk about mental health.
Mental health, yeah.
And we talk about how to find love and stay together longer than 60 days.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's
Like,
about the average, right? Houston, that's the Houston average.
That's the Houston average. God dang.
60-day love, huh? We out
60-day love. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. As you can see, we have a guest in the back of the truck tonight.
Yes, we do.
We have a guest in the back of the truck tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, I'm Ron Freeman, Houston's own. I'm here with the truck. We're gonna keep it real for y'all today, man. We're gonna give you that locker room, talk that real.
Oh, Schnizzy.
Yes, sir.
It's going down.
Yeah, some of this information about to help somebody. Somebody about to get
Yeah. So, hey, get
That's
your
it.
motherfucking notepads out.
Yes.
Get your notepads out.
School's in session.
Yeah, we in session, baby. Yes, sir.
Ladies, listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Look at that streak
You know they
game.
don't listen.
Yeah.
You know they don't listen. Shit.
At all, man. You know what? We do a PSA, public service announcement for the people, just to let them know, like, hey, you should be doing this, fellas. You should be doing this, ladies, or everybody. You could be doing this for a better you. What do you got?
Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to talk
Anything.
about? Anything you want to say? You know what? These goddamn dollar store ass, buy one get one free ass females out here. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to say, Mr. Ron? Go ahead and give him the game right now, bro. I'm just trying to set you up. I'm trying to set you up for greatness because I know you got something great to tell these females out here.
Well, I would tell the females this. There's value in a man. It just is what it is.
Oh my God! Say that again.
It's value in a man. I'm a financial guy. Everybody knows me like for stocks and stuff like that in the real world. And compound interest, partnering up. You're never gonna be able to beat 2 with your 1. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how boss you is. I don't care how independent you are. I don't care how talented you are. You're never gonna beat 2 brains, 4 arms.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just 2. It's not. So 2 people that's got the same goals, the same mindset, partner up together, that's loyal to each other. They gonna win out in the end. This is the long-term game, and the earlier they get together, the earlier they get on the same path, the more they gonna end up with. And like I said, you could be making your 120 and you live in hot girl summer and everything's fine, but your girlfriend making 60, her man making 60, they're making the same 120, but she don't gotta take the trash out. She can reach that top cup in the tall cabinet. She got the sex at the house. You over here worried about who you gonna let come in and who ain't and what's going on, this like that. She got the protection. She can call her man up at any time and it's going down, or she's stranded. She don't got to worry about that tire they went out on the road and stuff like that. She got somebody to call, and she has the family, and she could have kids, and they can enjoy that sector together. She has she has a legacy. She ain't looking at a dog or a cat every day. She's looking at something that looks just like her, that acts like her, that has half her DNA.
Come on now.
And the family's with it. So you're never going. Your happiness is kind of tied to a man. I know it's built for us to downplay relationships and downplay men, and that's just what media is trying to do right now.
Right.
But it's not the win. And I don't, even if whatever you got to do, you know what I mean? They talk about this whole settling thing that, oh, you settling if you do this and you do that. No, it's okay to say, hey, forget what y'all talking about. I just want a man that's there, that's loyal, that cares for me, that's partnering with me, that has my back. And we still gonna get everything that we need. Period. We gonna get that bag together. We gonna get this. We gonna that. We gonna have fun. You know what? Go back to the guys that, you know, when you were younger, that you like, they made you laugh. They made you feel a certain way.
Right.
It was never a dull moment because
Right.
they, you know, you're laughing at them and with them and
Yeah.
everything. They
Yeah.
dancing around the house
Absolutely.
and everything is smooth and chill. And then, you know what I mean?
Damn.
And when you going out, you know what I mean, with them at dinner, you know your man gonna take care of that bill. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't even gotta worry about it. You don't
Yeah,
have to
that
even
part.
get into your masculine form. You can stay
Yeah.
feminine, everything's fine, and y'all
Yeah.
working together. So
Yeah.
I just think that we need each other, and that's just the direct benefits. We're not even talking about the back benefits for what it does for culture and what it's doing for the next generation.
Come on now.
And what is it doing for, you know, the examples that you're leading, and what it does for your business.
Yeah.
Because trust me, when you're going there, even if you are a boss woman, when you go in there to make that business deal, they're gonna look at you. If you're doing it with a man, he's gonna look at you a certain different way. If you're married, married people have different perks in different situations.
Right.
He's probably married.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Married people understand married people.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know.
Damn.
So looking at you
when
as a
you get
single
married,
mother, or
it
looking at
becomes
you.
it becomes like a dialect that you can understand.
Oh yeah,
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 it
because
does.
they cool.
Yeah.
Because when I'm single, I'm hanging around with my single friends. We have a dialect with the single group in the
Yeah.
streets.
You do.
Okay, that's
You do.
true.
That-
That's
that-
true.
As a
Okay.
married man, you ain't gonna 100% understand what I'm talking about. You're gonna be like, that's fascinating. You're gonna want to hear more.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, that's really going down. Like, this is different.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
for married people, they speak their own language too, and they got a different building situation. They have a different ranking system on how they judge what the win is
Right.
compared to what we are. Our wins are different here. So
Yeah. In the single life.
yeah. So yeah, if you're doing a business deal with a married person, which is majority of the deals you'll be doing with the person will be married,
Right.
yeah, he's gonna speak a different language. He's gonna respect different things. And when you're coming in as maybe a single mother with no man or something like that, he ain't judging you or looking at you different, but it's a trust factor that he might say, you know, this person just not married.
She
don't
ain't
know,
got
I
nobody.
don't know if I
you
can
can tell.
fully
She ain't got
relate.
nobody.
Yeah, it's the same thing I do in my business and corporate and stuff like that.
You tell it.
I'm cool with my boss. We get along, everything's fine like that. But we don't have 100% of everything in common. When you have that connection where it's 100% everything in common, it's a whole different conversation and relationship.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you might be just missing that aspect of it to even grow on that level. But it's just better to be with somebody. And like I said, especially I say for women because I hate to keep it real, but it is
No, keep it real.
okay.
it real.
It's a clock on it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't.
That's real.
It's a clock.
That's real.
You know what I mean? We hate to be biased, but at a certain age, you know what I mean? It is high risk pregnancy. At a certain age,
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
beauty does fade, black does crack, white does do this, everything does that.
And that's real.
Yeah, you can't, as a woman, it's hard to justify saying, I'm ready at 46, 47, 48. Well, life was halfway almost over, more than halfway almost over. You was already supposed to be building this relationship and
Come on
building
now.
those skills and on your pathway with your husband and greatness and stuff. And now you can start up from square one. It's like me trying to go back to college at 42. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound appealing to try to start a new career at that age. Like, you know what I mean? The world makes it seem like you can do everything. You know, we social media. Oh, you can do that. You can start.
Right.
You can go. You
can start at whatever
You be
age.
41 and go to Harvard and become a doctor, and then start it out like
Right.
no, I'm gonna start a career at 50.
Right,
Have a
right,
doctor at
right.
51 at the entry level and stuff.
I mean, you can start.
You can, but we got to be a little more realistic
Okay,
about what we
okay.
trying to do here,
Okay.
because life has its own obstacles as it is. So if you ain't realistic about the path that you're going on,
Right.
it's going. You just throwing darts in the air, and this is what we do here. So you know what I mean, like. It's,
Hope this dart lands somewhere. Just throw them off.
yeah. So
Man.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Yeah. So I'll tell a lot of the women, and
They don't want to hear this though.
they don't want to hear it. I get.
It's the true locker room.
It's the
talk.
truth. I say, hey, you got to give some of these men that you wasn't gonna give a chance to
A chance.
a chance. You're gonna have to give it more than the chance you get. You have to give a
You gotta give
person
it
a
more than
chance.
60 days.
Yeah, you gotta give a person a chance to win you over and stuff like that. 'Cause some people just
I like to tell them, Ron, if they don't give them a chance, then enjoy them cats. Go and get you a bunch of motherfucking
here's
cats.
here's why they should give them a chance, because as men, our game levels are different. They mature at different levels of life. You may have a guy that just does not feel comfortable even around a woman, even around you,
Right.
until the 90-day mark where he could really
Be
feel
himself.
what it is and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
And I give you the real locker room game, and this is
Go ahead.
harsh and it's real and stuff like that. A man does not fully relax with a woman until he's had sex with her.
This nigga is telling
Hey.
fucking. Stop, man. You can't be saying that kind of shit, bro. What you doing, man?
Maybe be mad at me because I'm
What
getting
you
away with locker room
doing,
talk,
man?
but I mean,
Go ahead, tell him again, bro.
because it evens out the playing field. It just really does. At first, he's courting, he's doing this and this and that.
Right.
He's not doing it. He's doing that for you. He's not doing that for the sex. So that's a myth.
Okay.
He likes you. He wants a relationship and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's holding out. You know what I mean? Let's keep it
Right.
real. You know what I mean? She don't
Right.
she's
Right.
like- Once he has the sex,
Sex.
The sex.
The
The
sex.
sex.
The sex.
I like that.
Now the playing field is even. She was on a pedestal. He was courting.
Yeah.
Now they had the sex. Boom. We're even now. It dropped down.
The sex is
He's had it. He knows what it's
He
about.
know what it's about.
Everything's cool.
The sex.
Yeah,
The
he's
sex.
had the sex.
Yeah.
So now, and then she's now more emotionally attached because women get more emotional with sex a lot more than we might.
And I don't care what a woman say. No, I don't get me. Yes,
No,
the fuck you do.
Yeah.
You do.
You've had sex with a guy more than 2 times. You have some kind of emotional connection
Right.
You do.
with that person.
You do.
Yes.
It's different from men.
It's
They got
very
sex with a
different.
woman 2 times and they're still
That
not.
was it.
Greg had a big old ass, Greg. Don't lie.
No, but emotional. You might want it again, but you ain't in
Right,
love.
yeah,
It
right,
ain't gonna
right.
be the
Right.
it ain't
Right.
what's gonna get you to
Right.
put a ring on her.
Right. And,
Some men, not all.
yeah.
Cause they got some sap suckers out there.
Yeah, but even then, they would have done it before, but the sex ain't gonna. Or they just don't have no other
Right.
option
Exactly.
for sex.
Exactly. They just
Right,
fall in love and marry the bitch because you get
Yeah, and it's a lot of men like that. I'll tell women in a heartbeat, if you want to be the boss woman and control independent stuff, get you one of them. It's some women.
So what do you?
That's a beta.
That's a beta male, right?
It's not a beta male.
Okay.
It's a male with no options. A dude with no options, you don't have nobody but you. He's gonna keep coming back to you. You don't gotta worry about what this dude is doing, where he going, if he cheating. If he don't got no options.
It's a shame that I just sit there and thought how I can manipulate to be a guy with no options, and that shit worked for me to get more ass. But anyway, that's a Scorpio thing.
You can boss the guy with no options around.
Off
He gonna
camera.
take
Off
everything
camera.
you are. A man with options is gonna say,
Yeah.
I hear what you're talking about. But exhibit A over here is presenting a better because we're logical
Yeah.
creatures, right?
Right,
So the
right,
guy's
right.
gonna be like, he gonna say, "Oh, shoot, okay, I get
Exhibit
that you
A.
boss woman and you want me
Right,
here
right,
in the
right.
house by 11 and stuff like that."
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm talking the same. She coming up to me and she's saying I can come in at 1, or she's saying I can do So, and then you know, depending on how many options he has, depending on how much the dude gonna take.
Wow.
So if you want a guy to take a bunch of that bullshit,
Yeah.
you got to get a dude with lesser options, which is usually you thinking that you settling or dating down. But that's what it takes to, you know, if that's what it takes for you to feel comfortable.
I did not think of that.
Yeah, then that's what
I did
you
not
gotta do.
see that.
When you're only as loyal as your options.
Men are only as.
You ever heard that shit?
You ever heard that?
I don't think I heard that.
Oh yeah.
What?
But it's probably
Women too.
well, not the
all,
same
not
because
the
you know we dealing with men. We
Yeah.
deal with sex.
We deal with sex.
So a
We not
woman can go
emotional.
outside
Right.
butt naked
Right.
and have a line of dudes ride around the corner and stuff
Right.
ready to have sex with him.
Right.
Dude walk out butt naked thinking the police called him.
It's like what Chris Rock say. If a guy say, "Oh, I like your hair," he ain't saying he like your hair. He saying, "Want some dick?"
Yeah.
That's real.
Right.
Like I'm not
That's
finna
what
compliment.
So you can't
Let me show
compare her options. She always
you're
gonna
right.
the ugliest girl always gonna have more options for sex than the most handsomest guy. That's just how it is.
Right.
Because she got that ass. But she ugly.
Well, no, it's just harder for men to get sex than women.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, it's supply and demand. It's just is what it is.
Women get dick anytime they want. They just don't be wanting it. And then
But they don't want it because it's too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was
If it was a hard, then they would try hard. Okay.
right.
No, girl, I don't want to have sex. Just start doing that.
Right.
Yeah,
Then she gonna be
pussy
all
want.
up on it. Right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you'll
pussy
see,
want.
see a woman, eventually say, "Oh no, hold up, what's going
Or
on?"
they
What's
call
wrong
you
with me?
gay. You ever turn a woman on next to you, she's like, "What you gay? So
Right,
I want this pussy."
right,
Like, no, I
right.
don't want to fuck you no more. Your stupid ass. You know my goddamn nerve.
Well, see, there's a difference
Get my
between
fucking
the words you just said. Those are powerful words you said. You said no more.
Yeah.
See, my boy always told me this.
Oh, okay.
He was like the power of new.
Oh man,
He was like,
it's amazing.
Yeah, he's like, new sex costs. Old sex is.
I ain't gonna die.
Old sex is there.
Yeah, I'm
I ain't
fucking
gonna
free.
turn
I'm
new
trying to
business.
charge for that. It's the power of new.
The power of new.
The power of new. New cars cost more. You know, everything new. It's power of new. Sure.
The power of new. That's what I'm talking
I
about, Ron.
think Sharon.
You know what you're doing, man. Ron is out here spitting game, man.
That's why he declared.
Hey, that's why it's called locker room talk.
Locker room talk.
Yeah.
We try, but hey, the whole thing is, it's not to offend anybody, ain't that. This is just
Truth.
what's going on out here. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't
Right.
about it or ready for it, leave it alone. But
That's it.
this is what some obstacles that some of the women, and some of the women are already going through it, and I just want them to see some of the hurdles was going on with it and how to kind of jump over them. I'm really about solution based, so we'll give you the real, but we're gonna try to get some solutions
There you go.
for everybody
that's
today
what I
to try to, because it's somebody. It really is somebody out here for everybody.
Yeah.
A good person, and like I said, everybody should be with somebody.
Right.
It should be that way.
I like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Truck Fashion time. Now, if you don't know what Truck Fashion is, the Truck Fashion is, we get our truck casters, a fan that just like the show and it's like, oh, that's what they talk about. Let me send in my dilemmas. So they email us dilemmas, and me and DB, we give some of
I totally agree with you about to say.
Yeah, women got different rules for different guys.
Okay.
So, and here's the thing, it ain't bad. So as long as it's within what you're willing to do.
Right.
So let's say she'll let this guy hit for a nacho at Taco Bell, but you got to take her to
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
If you used to taking women to Cheesecake Factory, don't get mad that this dude get hit for a nacho.
Right.
Just continue your program.
Right.
And because it ain't bothering nobody. You're
Right.
happy because you were going to do what you're going to do.
Right, your program is keeping you fit and in shape
Well, you weren't
and
bothering.
ready
You
for the
don't-
season.
Yeah, don't worry
Right.
about what the next guy was
Right.
able to
You
do.
can't worry about
it.
You stay on your program.
You gotta
Now,
stay in
if
your
she's making
season.
you used to Cheesecake Factory, and she making you go to Steak 48 now, and she's taking you out of your program to a higher level because
But
she's
eat that Applebee's.
using you a little bit, and then she's still letting him get for a nacho and taco. Now you got a problem.
Now you got a problem. Now you got a problem.
Now you got a problem. Yeah, now you got a problem.
Now you got a
What
problem.
she's saying was your regular program ain't
Right.
good enough.
Right.
You gonna have to stretch for me,
Right.
but this dude don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? He's not.
We all have
We have no expectations for him, but for
Right.
you it is.
They all have their truths and facts of what they want.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at that, right?
And I was in, like I said, from the show, the Ready to Love thing. I was in a similar situation and stuff. Women had liked it another guy in a certain way. Nothing against me, you know what I mean. It wasn't anything against me. I wasn't
Right.
intimidated by the guy. Like I said, I live in Houston, Texas. I battle with
Right.
With the best of them.
the best of them,
Right.
6'7", 6'8", all
Right,
day
right,
long,
right, right.
and have success. So I wasn't
Right.
work. It wasn't my confidence was exactly the same. But sometimes some people do it for you in a certain way. It just
Right.
all depends
Right.
what it is.
Right.
That person's what they got to do is different from what I got to do in order to. Yeah,
Right,
they're gonna
right,
have
right.
different
Automatic.
expectations.
Right.
So-
I might have to be.
You might gotta go through rookie camp and go through the CFL to get to Super Bowl. Some
Right,
people just get
right.
drafted right in and win.
Right, right,
It don't
right,
matter
right.
as long as you win.
As long as you're in the league.
Come on, man.
yeah, but then you got
Those are
to understand. But you got to understand and say, hey,
Boy, you drinking a lot.
you got to question. You do got to ask the questions though.
Yeah.
He is right. You have to say, hey,
Yeah.
if that's what she wants, you might not ever be good enough. So you don't stretch yourself, don't stretch your
Right.
resources
Behind
and
one
your
person.
time behind one person trying to compete
Yeah.
with a person who, because you'll look at the other person and be like, okay, I'm better than them at this and this and that.
Right.
Nah, it's just it could be the smallest thing that does it for her.
What's the point of even sitting there and hating on another man who've already accomplished a goal without hating on you?
But the
that
worst thing you
wanted
can
to
do in that
accomplish
situation
is hate.
Is tell her
Right.
that you had sex with my friend.
Like, why would you have sex with my friend?
Yeah, you can't do
What
that.
sucker
That's-
move is
that's
that?
a sucker
No,
move.
bro,
You can't
don't
do that.
No.
Yeah,
Don't do
the
that
woman
shit.
they ain't expecting the man to do that. That's so far on the other
That's why I
side.
gave him the pussy, because y'all had.
Say, well, I'm
Yeah,
lying,
yeah,
man.
yeah, you
I
can't say
was
that.
gonna fuck you till you said something. I didn't.
Right.
Just shut up and you get your turn if you want. If that's what you want, or just move around, get a friend.
but even then, I think he's on a dummy mission. I call it a dummy mission.
Exactly.
You gonna wait that out for no reason.
Right.
Because if you what she's saying is, when she don't want a relationship, that she hot girl summer,
Right.
she trying to have her fun. And she already know that you relationship bounded, tied in, so she's not gonna give you
Right.
the sex because she thinks you gonna just be really on a relationship tip then, or
Right.
claiming or something
Right.
like that.
Right.
So you don't have the game to finesse
Yeah.
what your friend did. It's just is what it is.
Well,
Yes.
So, like you were saying, I think he should just remain in his own lane. But I think he should take something from that, though. Like, because like you said, he don't have the game
It's
with shit.
nothing you can take from it. He's a relationship guy who wanted a relationship with a girl who don't want a relationship.
Mm.
And
Mm.
she was
Touché.
keeping her, and this is Houston.
Right.
What he gave you was a everyday Houston, Texas
There you go.
equation scenario.
A scenario that happens all the time.
And guess what? That same woman 5 years from now is gonna come back knocking on his dude's door.
Possibly.
Possibly.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
damn good chance of
Oh
it.
yeah, because what's gonna happen is hot girl summer gonna be over. The dudes that she wanted at the top, she didn't, let have, and they're not marriage minded, so they ain't gonna. It ain't no
What
upside.
they don't understand is after hot girl summer,
Yeah.
it's wrap me up winter right around the corner.
Well, it ain't even
Come
that.
on,
It's the
fall
fact
back,
that-
fall. Come on now, fall back into these arms, girl.
That's why I come in.
And eventually they're gonna
Good boys.
they're gonna want to get married, and they're gonna go back to the guy
you cheat on.
that they thought that was a relationship branded guy. Like, oh, I can get him back. He wanted me.
Right,
He's a
that's it.
relationship guy, and I'm gonna come back to him. But that dude didn't change then. It's 5-6 years now. His whole mentality now. He might be the savage now, the backhand. You know what I mean? Depending on what he went through. So
Right.
that's not
Trying to get
a
all that
guarantee
bread,
that
that's
that
right.
guy's still gonna be there, willing and
Right.
with open arms to take you in. But once a woman see you a certain way, she
Right.
can't see you nowhere different. So she's always gonna think that guy is relatively available for her.
So we telling you might hate. You might want to hate yourself and move on. Just move
Right.
on. Hate her. Don't hate on her. Just hate her from afar and move on.
Yeah, and he's not gonna do that.
Right.
So what you really need to do is just play it cool. You can
Okay,
still
okay.
communicate with her
Okay.
and stuff like that. Don't get any kind of attitude or mad or stuff like that. Just put it on the back burner and stuff like that.
Right.
And then one day she just happened to knock on your door.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Loyal, has some integrity about herself. The biggest one, accountability. Accountability.
Being accountable.
Yeah,
Holding herself accountable.
You know,
I like that.
I want her to hold herself accountable. She gonna hold me accountable.
Women don't
but
do that,
yeah,
bro.
But she gotta hold herself
do that?
accountable.
They don't do that shit, bro. Women I did this because of you. No, motherfucker. You did that shit because you did that shit. Don't blame that shit on me. It's your dollar store ass.
And then the last two,
Sorry.
unselfish and not lazy. Women want, they want the easy route these
Yeah.
days so much. I'm like, you ain't.
Right. Unselfish and not lazy.
I like to say a woman that can be able to realize how we can we come to a solution to any conflict. So the ability to be, to come to an understanding even in disagreement.
Right.
That's
Understanding this.
That's a
I think
That's
that
a
has a
plus
lot
if
to
it-
do with
if
the
it can
man,
happen.
though. The man has to direct that conversation better these days.
Okay.
Agreed.
I see a lot of men arguing with the women. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be their little
so what
girlfriend, boyfriend.
so what you say?
Man.
They want
come
you to be
on
their
now, for
girlfriend,
real.
boyfriend.
So
Yeah,
you
they
said
love that.
don't argue with your woman, just state your fact and move on.
Yeah, sometimes you got to. Not saying that's the way you handle it every single time.
Right.
But sometimes you got to put it in check to say, I ain't about to be sitting up here arguing with you.
Right.
Right. I'm just gonna state my fact, and if you want to keep on with it,
That's on you.
my next move gonna be actions.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real. That's
Yeah.
real.
And then you got to be the type of dude that she knows that's willing to. That might leave for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so you might not see me tonight. You won't see me tomorrow. But
I forgot who sung that.
Damn.
hey, you won't see me tomorrow.
Right.
Just to let her, you know what I mean? Like, because you think you ain't about to do nothing, you gonna just keep getting tested, and it ain't gonna never end. You have to let her know that, hey, I said enough, we talked enough. I ain't gonna sit here arguing with you all day. My next move, as a man, I have to come from a power of strength
Right.
and things of that nature. And like you said, she's gonna test different dudes different ways. So you got the first thing, you got to know what kind of guy you are.
Right.
If you're a softer beta dude, then you gonna have to do more action. No, it is.
Softer, baiter.
My boy Nate. Shout out to Nate. He
What up,
told me the
Nate?
other day. So I got two boys. One Tony, big boy, 285 pounds, all muscle,
Diesel.
6'5", and this and that. Bass in his voice. When he say something to his woman, it sound different. It come off different. The exterior is different.
Yeah.
Nate like little, you know what I mean? It's like for me to say the same thing as Tony and get the same results, I would actually have to do something. He could threaten it and get it done.
Right.
I would actually have to get gangster for her to believe that I'm about anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of a minute, but you got to know that up hand to know what she's gonna respond to and what's not.
Right.
So, but here's my theory on men. Argument to me is just another form of a negotiation.
Okay.
And as a man, you should never negotiate yourself, not as in the power of strength. You should never be the weak person negotiating. Don't even get in that negotiation. If it's an argument you can't win, you need to just bow out that argument.
Right.
Yeah, you need to have some kind of something in your back pocket of a counter strength move in order to know that you're going to be the dominant power one in that negotiation.
Damn, gotta have a counterattack.
That's a negotiator right there.
Right,
Yeah,
definitely.
this is where I learned this from. I learned this from my dad. I'm gonna give you the locker room talk here. And
Let's
stuff.
go. Let's go.
Okay. So my dad always told me this. He said, you know what? He said, Ron, I'm gonna give you the scenario of just in case. He said, you go out in the garage of this car. It's a brand new convertible in that car. He's like, I drive my company car. I ain't put more than 500 miles in that car in 2 years. I don't even drive that car that much.
Right.
He said, you go into that closet there, there's a brand new Armani fitted suit, string wrap on it and stuff like that. Never wore the suit one time. He said, you go in the pocket of that, the pants pocket of that suit. I got $2,000 cash sitting there wrapped up, never spent that money. Forgot it was there.
Yeah.
He was like, your mother clean up around the house and stuff like that. She started messing up. I'm getting into that suit with that money and that car. Got my just in case, you know?
Wow.
So ain't nobody getting way too comfortable around.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So you have to set that up in the beginning. You have to set those standards in the beginning. Like, hey, if you trying to just remember what we said. What we had this conversation about. So yeah.
Yeah, because when dudes get relationships, the first thing they do is what they do. They get comfortable. They put on the relationship 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And they go,
that's after sex.
Yeah.
That's after sex. After the sex.
I ain't do that.
And then they get into their little TV shows and they at the house all the time. And they first thing they lose is all their single friends. Their single friends ain't about to deal with you.
Hey, where you at? Call your ass back.
Yeah.
Well, y'all ain't calling me.
Now
you ain't gonna come.
You don't want to hear them stories no more. So you don't even call them no more. So then you distance yourself from there.
Damn.
And then now she's wearing a bunch of hats. Now she your woman. She your best friend. She's the woman at the house and everything like that. And then she uses this word, which is the weirdest thing ever. She's, dude, you just got men want to be in a relationship to be comfortable.
What you want me to be?
That's why we get in a
Indiana
relationship in the
Jones?
first place. We like the street life. That's too wild for us. We done with that. Spending that money on that. This like that. We want to be in a boring, comfortable relationship. That's what a man wants.
Women do too. Women want that too. Somewhat.
Somewhat, but then they'll start hearing some stories from they homegirls about they hot girls.
Girl, he picked me up from the club and he took me to straight to the airport to Cabo. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you start hearing that.
Because she's sucking a dope boy. She's working on you.
What? You gonna come back in your ear talking about, you know what I mean? You ain't doing enough. So it's gonna be everybody wants what they can't have.
Okay.
So you gonna have those stories back way. That's like I said. That's why the best thing to do is you're gonna be married in a relationship. Just move her ass to Katie. Somewhere real deep.
Yeah, somebody real
Get her out.
Katy, Texas. Dallas, Texas.
Hey.
You can go hang out with Sharonda if you want to, but you're gonna be driving 55 minutes there and have to drive 55 minutes back with a buzz.
Can you Uber me? Hell no. Drive home, girl. Don't you go out there that late.
Hey, you gotta save her from herself sometimes.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to these questions real quick.
Let's go.
You want to? I like to start off with a true or false question.
Shoot.
And just let me know what you think. True or false? When it comes to dating, women worry about wasting time and men worry about wasting money.
Of course.
Duh.
120%.
120%. Okay.
And then here, I'm gonna break it down. I'm going, okay, god dang.
Oh shit. Here we go.
I give you the real. Gotta give you the real.
I better get y'all notes and shit. Give me a pen.
What a
Women,
pen
take
is.
notes on this.
Take notes, ladies.
Pen. Here you go.
Women,
Ready?
I hate to tell you this. I don't care if the dude, how rich the dude is, or how broke the guy is. When you first start dating a man, he is taking calculations on every single penny he spends on you. Period. So you talking about
I agree with that.
I ain't winning. Like, say y'all just chilling in the house and you going, he's going to get food takeout,
Right.
and you want the Thai food and the, you know what I mean, the exotic stuff for you.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right, right.
You don't want no regular stuff. So now you
Right.
go to the Thai spot
Mediterranean.
and you ordering, you know what I mean? You just Thai foods. You can send in your ordering box. You know, women like it. You know, you ain't had it in a while as a woman, so you over order, and he go over there and he go pick up the thing. And he's like, God dang, I just spent $80 picking up some man
Right.
Thai food pickup.
Right.
Best
sir.
believe he gonna come in. He's calculated that in his head. You don't know the price of it. You can start. You ordering Thai,
Right.
you doing the thing.
Yes.
And then you gonna say something dumb at the end of the night, like, "Dang, you don't never take me nowhere." And you can spend $80 on how many
Wow.
lunch. And he's gonna look at you a certain way with some anger.
I just spent $8.
Yeah,
You went
okay,
somewhere.
yeah. Even if he got the money, even if it's not a big
I
deal,
gotta go in this room real
he's
quick. Huh?
he's still gonna be looking at you like, "Girl, you ain't doing nothing for me." We still doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm buying. It's been 8 hours of time
Because
for
women don't
man.
understand how little stuff adds up.
Man.
What?
You go to a little happy hour drink, and then the happy hour in at 7 and
Yeah,
7:30.
you done spent
Now
$85
that
on
drink
that.
that went from
That quick,
15.
my nigga.
Yeah. Oh yeah, real quick.
That goddamn $7 drink you went to goddamn $19.
Right.
You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
understand
You know they
that
want to
shit.
drink the premium, so she already
Yeah.
drinking her Hennessy with
Right.
Smash or Grand Marnier. And so
All that shit.
yeah, it's $25
Talking
drink.
about, oh, I want a Casamigo. Bitch, you ain't never drank Casamigo to this
In
time.
your
Like that
life.
shit. Give her ass 1,800 silver ball tender. They don't know the difference.
Her head, she's thinking it's just a drink. I get what she's coming from, and she's correct.
Shit.
It's just a drink, but it's adding up.
Yes.
And you have not put in, as a woman, no work. You walk past the dishes. You ain't you walk past the broom. You ain't gave this dude
My clothes
a
ain't
massage.
Come on now.
Y'all ain't had no sex yet.
Right.
But
I
then
can't even get a kiss on my neck.
but you're like, oh, let's go do something, and like this is about the 8th time y'all done done something. He
Right.
has calculated
Coming out the
all
pocket.
these little, and you're thinking like, this has been 8 little things. And you're right, there's been 8 little things, but them 8 little things have been 120 a pop each time. You just don't know how expensive stuff
Yes.
really is when you ain't paying for it, because you
You
don't
ain't
have
paying for it.
no skin in the game.
You ain't paying
So
nothing.
you ain't paying for anything. You ain't no skin in the game.
So this is-
I've
this is
seen,
like the
and this is how I
court.
know. This is how I know. Because I've seen women. We do a little something a little little, and she didn't look at the bill just by accident. You know, you don't want to look at the bill, but she
Right,
looked at
right,
it.
right.
She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know it was that." You know what I mean? I was like, "How you shocked?"
Look, if you so shot, let's split it. No, they ain't gonna
Right,
do
right.
that.
Ain't none of that,
They didn't
though.
do that because here's what's happened with that. And then,
Yeah.
this fellas, y'all need to take note on this. If you bring up the bill,
Yeah.
the first thing she gonna do is downplay the bill. Oh, that ain't nothing. I do this all the time.
Yes.
And if she ever does that to you, you call her bluff. I'm like, okay, that's all you then. You got half on there right now.
Oh shit.
Run my money. Tell her, run my chips.
Go ahead.
Right.
Run my
Do that.
chips right now. And watch her look. Just because you can do it, don't mean you want to do it.
Right.
Come on now.
And,
Right.
and we understand that. So if she gonna
Right.
try to call me out like that,
Yeah.
Bert, my next thing is run my chips.
Well, right, let's go.
Said,
Right
run
now.
my
Shit,
chip.
you got
Run
it?
my chips right now.
got it.
You just said it. Like you about it. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, boss.
Yeah. If not, then let a man do what he got to do.
Yeah.
And if I got to complain about it, let me
Yeah.
complain about it. But I'm not complaining about the bill. I'm not
Right.
complaining about taking you out. Most of the time, he's complaining about what you don't do and gratification. You deserve. We doing all the time.
Whoa,
Because
I just want to be
this stuff is
appreciated.
adding up.
I
You
want some
you're
shit.
not adding it up with me.
I don't know how.
My calculator-
Like,
Right.
Now they don't understand that. Like a nigga out here working, out here doing this and trying to court you in a proper way.
Yeah.
But courting goes both ways,
Yeah,
ladies.
he's gonna
Yes.
look out of situations where I had to tell the women, yo, this is the last time we're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I say, yo, we're gonna go out and have a good time right here, but this is the last time we're doing this. And the reason why is because I'm not getting anything else
Anything.
from you.
At
You
all.
know, you're giving me your time, fine, I'll give him up my time, but
Right.
what else am I getting? This is pointless for me.
Right.
I rather, because what men know is they can take those resources and resource them to another woman.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I gotta make a choice. I can't date everybody. It's just too expensive.
Right. Unless
So
you Applebee's in that
that's what
ass.
keeps a man from like not going crazy in these streets, because
Yes.
you can't date 3 or 4 women in Houston.
But see,
It's just
Ron,
too expensive.
that's why me and Humvee, when we were serious days, we happy hour, because everything was half price, everything was cheap, and you know you can go there and spend like maybe under $50.
Right,
that
right,
ain't
right.
much
Yeah.
nothing. You
It's
know
cool,
what I'm
but
saying?
if you dating and you're doing that 3 times
shit
a week,
adds up.
It does add up.
That
it's gonna add
adds
up.
up. That adds up.
And that's if you can keep it. That's lucky if you kept it under 50. Sometimes the happy
Yeah.
hour goes extended. You
Yeah.
want to go somewhere else.
You had
leave
fun
a
with her.
girlfriend
Yeah.
here,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
It can turn into a $200
Hey,
night.
John,
You know, take one of them.
Let's go.
Change the
Let's
whole
go to
narrative.
Urban after this. Like, what? No,
Yeah, they wanna do
you
more
ain't your
stuff.
friend drinks. Hell no.
And then they get used to that.
Yeah, that's why you gotta know your bartender.
Yeah.
You gotta know your bartender.
You gotta know your bartender, and you can
Hey,
keep
man,
it that
come
way.
on
But
now,
here's the
please.
thing. It has to get to the point where a man is just trying to get it from we're going out 3 or 4 times a week to certain different things because you want to get out the house because you're
Right.
not comfortable coming over my house
Right.
after because you don't want to
You
give
think I'm
them, you don't give them
crazy,
draws.
deranged, lunatic?
She ain't ready yet. Huh?
Yeah, she ready.
She
And
ain't
I
ready.
understand. We understand that. So the man
Right.
is being cool with you.
Right.
He's going on dates that he does not want to necessarily go on. He's spending money he does not necessarily want to spend, just to make you comfortable enough
Right.
to where he can have a boring relationship with you, or y'all sit at the house and watch Netflix, and he get a back rub and can relax in the house
Right.
and chill.
Right.
He's still gonna feed you.
And you watch them bullshit ass movies on Netflix, so I don't even fuck with them.
No, they probably watching Lifetime.
They-
Oh yeah, well,
Long
I
as she-
fuck with Element.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: when men want a routine, so we just want to know. We want to know we're gonna get our sex. We gonna know when the woman gonna come over. We gonna know when she ain't coming over. We gonna know the whole situation. That way we can plan our business,
In all day.
around with our relationship. If not, if everything's all chaotic around with her and stuff like that, and she's unpredictable, you can't plan your money around her. You know what I mean? And if you don't trust planning your money around her, you don't look at her as a long-term situation.
Come on now.
Give me the next question. I want to hear some more what Ron got to say. Give me the next question.
All right, this is kind of like relating to what he's because
Okay.
he's been dropping knowledge. So, do we live in a society that doesn't value man to woman advice
Advice.
from a man?
Like Kevin.
From a man.
Yeah.
So man and woman advice from a man. Okay.
Man to woman advice.
I'm gonna drop a
from
jewel on you on this one, and this is a new jewel to me. So this is person who thought I knew everything. This when I found out I didn't know shit,
Okay.
and this had to come from a woman, from my sister.
Okay.
Okay.
And I said, oh, these women, men need to have these women respecting our, our advice and stuff like that for men and stuff like that. She said, no,
Okay.
you're a masculine. You're coming in trying to talk to a woman, and a lot of these women are not. They haven't done the work.
Right.
So a lot of them are not women that you're talking to.
Okay.
You're talking to, I ain't never gonna use the B words, I'll use the W word, witches.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I got you.
And you're not gonna ever, as a masculine man, convince a witch to do anything. It has to come from another witch.
I respect that.
So she was saying,
She said
it's
she
my
said,
fault.
right.
It ain't your fault that some of these women are like this. My sister took the blame. So it's my fault. Because I don't be checking these women. And the women don't be checking these women. And some of the women that I've done the work and are woke and do have men and have and know how to treat a man and go in there, don't never check the other women that's on this BS.
Wow.
And it's our fault.
So-
We need to internally start checking each other.
So can we say the same about the men? Are we checking our homeboys?
We're not. We're not.
I can honestly say that in my older age, as of now, Ron, I try to check my homeboys so I know. Even young, I kind of did it. Like, yo, bro, you tripping? That's a good woman. You know?
We'll give him advice to say,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because a man gonna look for his homeboys to say,
Yeah.
He
What
gonna
you think?
He gonna peacock.
Right.
So he
Yeah.
gonna bring around his girl,
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
He looking for that head nod, that,
Right,
that
right, right.
recognition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
She's real
Yeah.
cool. Like my boy talking to a girl right now in Detroit, and I liked her. I ain't gonna lie. I was
That's
like,
good.
man,
She's good.
yeah, I like her, and I'm her biggest cheerleader. Not even though she
Okay.
doesn't even know it.
Okay.
Right.
Telling him, yo, man,
That's
you gotta do right by this one. This
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
she was,
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we do it in a certain capacity.
Right.
But prime example, like when I was on the show, I found my connections first. 'Cause I
Okay,
didn't have time to be dating around like six.
Right.
I mean,
Using
I
that trying to really be loved.
well,
right?
I worked
you
with.
really-
I ain't gonna take all the credit on that, but I was working. I had all this stuff going on. I was like, I can't be sitting up here trying to date 7 girls. I don't have time.
Right.
I didn't narrow this down quick.
Yeah.
All the rest of the guys were all over the board
Yeah,
the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like get them to say, yo, man, y'all got to make a decision. What's going on, man? Everybody playing, you know what I mean? And I was that guy that was kind of counseling the guys to kind of get them nervous and saying, hey, man, what do you really want?
Yeah.
What's going on? Let's think this out together.
Right. Okay.
What's this person bringing to the table? Are you okay with that? Are you not okay with that?
Okay.
I know this about that girl. She's going to do this regardless the rest of your life. Are you okay with that? Are you not okay with this? And, trying to just help them rethink through it because the problem with men sometimes is we don't ask each other the hard questions.
Right. We're too busy staring at that ass.
Another woman or talking to another woman, you have to deal with that issue with that woman forever. That's a hard question. You got to be able to really, you can't just answer that right off the bat. You got to take a pen and a paper and take some notes and sit down and get your thoughts together and do some work and go through some therapy about it in order to really,
real therapy.
That's a real question. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, rest of your life?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. And
no
understand what you can
bitches?
take in. And I think that's what I did on the show. I was like, I was asking myself some tough questions saying, man, can I deal with a single mother? Can I deal with this? Can I deal with that? This and that. What are the pros and cons? I was in a notepad and writing it down and see what I could really deal with. Because I didn't want to be the person to make a promise to a woman, especially on camera, and then not able to come through with it. No, I couldn't come through with it. What's my ability? What can I offer? What do I have to offer? And what is too much for me? And I got to back away and just be honest to myself first.
I like that.
And then I can be honest with the person. But the problem is, like I said, as men, we don't ask ourselves the hard questions. We just going with the flow. Right. And sometimes you need to sit back and ask yourself the hard questions. But and the hardest question a man has to ask.
I would say, what's some hard questions?
This is the hardest question a man has to ask himself. Is what are you looking for? Because the dilemma in your game is going to be different. Whatever. If you're just looking for sex, your game is going to be different than a dude that's looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
And you can't do both. A lot of people just want to do both. I'm looking for sex and a relationship. You can't. They're two different mentalities. Okay. So you a savage, you looking for sex and a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do not let anybody shame you from that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I respect that.
Or B,
hoe.
I am looking for a relationship. Only. Relationship or bust.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Right.
Which that energy that you bring on each way is going to attract certain type of women, and you're going to have to attract a certain type of woman that's going to be willing for that. You're not going to be a relationship-minded guy and attract the same women as the dude who's on the sex thing. Yeah. It's just not. Here's how I knew it, right?
Right. Go ahead.
We in Houston. This is Rap a Lot Heaven. So you know what I mean. I know the family and stuff. Shout out to Jay Prince Jr., you know what I mean, doing his little thing, but so we hanging out one day. Yeah. We in the table, we got the bottles and stuff like that. There's women everywhere. Fine. Well, I'm talking about, oh my God. My baby tears coming down my I ain't seen women this fine. He got them everywhere. I'm sitting there chilling. I'm usually dressed, everybody else in their little b-boy stuff. I'm dressed. I don't think I had a blazer on. I'm looking like I'm somebody's accountant.
Right.
But I'm still, still swag. I'm still swag. So I'm chilling and stuff like that. And the women are looking, we chilling and stuff like that. And he tapped me and said, yo, man, you don't want none of this and that? And I said, no. I say, God puts a woman on here for everybody. I said, I can't deal in a long-term relationship with these type of women that are here. It's like you couldn't go up to the nurse, the school teacher, the lawyer, the doctor over on my side
and deal
without no education, like that. And she's gonna give you the same respect level there. So this your lane, that's my lane.
Right.
I gotta go back and stick to my.
You knew that was your lane.
Gorgeous. Yeah. And this is where, oh my God, why would I not want to be here?
Right.
So you knew that wasn't your lane.
I knew that was my lane.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
I knew that was my lane. But that's the mentality difference here. Now if I was just like saying, hey, if I was back 26, 28, and I'm just savage on the sex thing, everything my, it's a different mentality. But if you actually,
3, I was thinking 35, 33.
Well, you got to get to a point as a man where you got to ask yourself the question.
I was
You
shit,
gotta
man.
you gotta ask yourself the question: what's the end game on this situation? If not, you just blowing resources.
There you go.
So you're like, you
Like
want
you
to be
said,
like, yo, why am I on date number 4 with this girl? Just because she look good? I've been with a girl that look good
She
before.
got that ass wrong.
Yeah,
What's wrong with her?
well, yeah, but for 4 or 5 days, you want to spend that many resources on women that you're not, is not going to be a relationship, a long-term relationship. And you on date 6 with this one, she putting you on a dummy mission through all these circles just for you to try to get the ass. You'd be better off taking a trip to Colombia right now and getting somebody
Or to
better
be
looking
off.
than her. Yeah, and just doing it the other way. You would save
Right.
so much more money and headache if it's just about getting the ass.
Still had that ass.
Because it's never about getting the ass. It's about your ego at the end of the day.
Yeah, because that ass gonna help my ego.
Well,
Getting
your
the
e-
ass?
No, it's the conquest. Because like I said,
Me conquering that conquest of my ass.
Conquesting.
by day 8, you probably own freaking $800 to spend on this woman. You could have
Right,
bought. You could have bought the ass. You could have
coulda
had
bought
that.
that.
This is true. This is very
Right.
much
So-
so.
Let me just give you $200. Give us my ass.
You could have bought. You could have bought it. So your problem ain't the problem of the ass. Your thing is you trying to, as a man, you're trying to conquest the
Yeah.
situation
Yeah, sure.
to say, hey, I started here. I broke her down. You know, I had it here. But look at the time. Look at the resources.
The conquista.
Yeah, you're not gonna. If it's not a long-term situation, you need to get. You ain't supposed to be there
Right.
as a man. You need to get out of there and get and invest into a woman
Right.
that's a long-term, more of a long-term
That's willing.
hub for you.
Right. That's willing to do.
And that's a different mindset.
Ass, bro.
It ain't about that ass. It ain't about that.
But here, it ain't. It's not nothing wrong with it if you just want the ass, and he sees that. But he has to have a different mindset. See, that should be your mindset all the way through. If I see a nice ass, I'm going through it. I don't mind what I go
Paying
through,
for
what
it.
I spend with it.
I'll pay full.
I'm trying to get on.
Yeah.
If you're into the situation just for that, and you're on date 7 and you had to bow out, you might as well just took all that money and just threw it on the floor.
Like I said, Ron, I'm happy on that.
You didn't get
I'm
nothing.
trying to keep it cheap.
It adds up. And like I said,
You lying? It add
it's just your time alone.
$700.
Just your time alone. Well, you got to stop what you're doing to go to a happy hour. Happy hour right after work. Most of my work is done right after work. Run at 6 to 7, 8 period. That's
Okay.
when I'm answering the emails. That's when my mind
Yeah.
is converted from work to the next. You know, it's a lot of things from a man's
right.
spectrum and your money that happens between that time. Happy hour is the hardest time for me to take a woman anywhere, and you got to be there on time. With during rush hour traffic from 5 to 7. Oh my God! Like it's like, hey.
Hopefully it's down the street. Goddamn it.
Girl told me about take her to happy hour. I was like, I'll never do this again. Like, I'd rather pay full price. This is ridiculous.
Say I'd rather pay for.
Yeah, I gotta go fight rush hour traffic at 5. We gotta make it. We trying to sneak up in this motherfucker by 7 directly to try to get these
And
down.
then don't be no seats because everybody there.
No seats.
Everybody there.
Everybody there.
This dude give me a menu with 6 things.
I ain't going to Little Papa's no more.
Little Papa's.
Little Papa's.
What else one of
That
them?
help down. Never mind.
Yeah,
All right,
I'd
here
rather
we
get find a girl. Vet the women.
Or get you a reverse happy hour.
This is what you meant. Man, this is what you do. First, you got to vet your women. So
Ooh.
therefore,
Ooh.
if a woman, and you got to go back to the old school. The way to vet the
We
women.
don't got time for that shit.
You got to explain what vetting a woman is. Go ahead.
Okay, this is the best way to vet a woman. Is the quickest, the easiest way here. And this, I don't do this because I'm stuck into the new age like everybody else. You got to get off the text message.
Okay.
A woman has to be able to make herself available for you for a minimum of 3 phone calls once you get that number.
Oh man, I love that.
If she can make herself available for 3 phone calls in this text age, then that's when you say, okay, good. I'm willing to take you out to a dinner and spend some real money on you.
Right.
You made yourself available at least 3 times for on a phone call situation. I know a little bit more about you. I feel less nervous. I don't got to be on the date vision. I don't know what to ask you or where to take you and stuff
Right,
like that.
right,
We ain't
right.
never talked.
Oh, I know where to take you.
We never talked since when we met. But yeah, you have some kind of insight to who she is, what's about. She's already made herself available, and now you vetted her out. Now you can go spend a little money on her,
Okay.
and
I like
everything's
that.
fine.
I like that. Definitely using that one. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Keep
then
going, keep going.
you need to vet her out a little bit.
Through
Before
the
you
phone
spend your-
conversation.
Before you spend your
Okay.
resources.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If not, you can spend the resources. You just throwing her on the air. I don't know this woman. I don't know what she like.
She had that ass
I don't know
here.
what she is. I can know she look good.
All right, we can meet here.
Yeah, we
Like,
gonna
nah.
go anywhere.
Where you gonna go?
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, you gonna get yourself
I'd have been
bad
there.
situation.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
And then don't let her pick the spot because you might end up in a spot where you ain't. It's gonna be $300 by the time you end up.
Got your ass. Gotcha.
Yeah. If you gotta go to a spot, pick your spot, fellas. Pick the spot where you know everybody, the bartender, like I say, you know your people there.
I go to Google. See, if it's $3 signs, I ain't going.
We ain't about the money, but you want to go somewhere where you feel comfortable at, because that's where your swag gonna come out.
Right.
Your swag. If you over there clammed up, the spot bougie, the bill, you look at that menu. You know, you look at that menu and that mug coming up in 3D, you know, the prices come up, and you clam it. You can afford it, but you're like, man, this is about to be a bad night.
You go to Richmond and transfer money to your
Why is that shit so?
It's gonna be bad. And now you quiet. Like she looking at you like, damn, why you so quiet? And you don't even know why you quiet. Like, you know what I mean?
You have one drink. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want nothing else. I'm good.
Meanwhile, if you went to your spot, you kick back your feet up.
You already know
You know
what
the bartender.
your brother came in, dabbed you up. She like, man, you know everybody. Right.
That bartender.
I'm that guy. You know
What? How many bitches you out here?
Right.
Never mind that.
I'm just that man. You go to church. We go to church and all the same people in church.
How many bitches you out here? Like, no, man. Like, I just come here by
That's
myself. Have a good time. Like, once you get them drinks in their ass,
Now you make her uncomfortable.
But no, once you get them drinks in there, they get to flowing, they get to having a great time.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm a hell of a guy when it comes to when I'm drunk.
Dudes paying for the date, picking the spots, and they go to spots where they're uncomfortable. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen dudes do.
I agree.
I like to make women uncomfortable on a date. If I'm interested in dating and I'm dating a white girl, I'm taking her to the blackest, hoodest fine in the freaking walking her in.
She have the carols.
She's clinging to me like she's coming with the deer lights. And if I'm dating a black woman, I'm taking her to the model, skinny white woman.
That's it.
Don't come here acting like you all pretty privileged. I'm gonna show you some pretty different. There's gonna be an exotic feel up in this mug.
She don't say carols. I've never been to Carrington's. Billiards.
Right.
What is that?
Hey, have fun.
Take your dark-skinned hood black woman to the country bar out and teach her how to
two-step and all this shit.
Hey,
you know,
he driving knowledge on that one. Don't take it to the same
all
spot.
All focus gonna be on you because she don't be looking.
She don't know what she is.
There it is. I like that.
Yeah, make her feel uncomfortable. It ain't your job to feel uncomfortable all the time on a date.
Let me keep going. Let me ask this one question right here. Which one would you rather have? Chemistry, great sex, and love in a woman? Or money, resources, and ambition in a woman?
My number one all day long is not even close.
What?
So number one, chemistry, great sex, and love?
Oh yeah, my number one by far. Men do not care about your ambition and your money. For one,
shit, baby, sit on love.
Here's the thing. Maybe the ambition is your plan. Like,
come on now.
Your genetic makeup has you more of a visionary than a woman. You just don't believe in yourself. But yeah, you're the visionary. So her ambition, fine, no. And her money, no.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. The other stuff is there that you don't care about the money and stuff like that. A man gonna date. He's gonna look at the woman at Denny's and she fine enough and go in there and say, hey, that's wifey.
She got pancake batter on her, but guess what? She got that
he
ass.
gonna take care. He don't care.
She got that ass.
So
that pancake batter
we gotta
in
get
them
off
cups,
on that whole thing where your ambition, you boss women and stuff like that. That's a plus to men.
Right.
For marriage, is not.
Come on, for marriage, is not.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I heard that, okay.
I get turned off with words like I'm a boss woman, partnership. I don't want a partner.
Right.
I want a wife. You know what I mean? I want a partner. What we partnering on? Like, he's already gonna have his vision. You know what I mean? You supposed to be the helpmate. Wow. Yeah, you don't want to partner with you. I don't want to build.
I agree with you. I don't care about a woman that has ambitions and what'd you say? Ambition what?
Ambition, resources, and money.
I don't care.
Resources and money are not yours anyway. I told the girl the other day, you can't go in your wife's and grab the credit card and go in there and buy some Jordans and come back without getting cussed the hell out.
I'm beta. I will.
You can never spend a woman's money. Woman you talk about a woman getting mad.
Hey, them credit cards gonna be so hidden in that purse, you ain't gonna be able to find that shit. It's gonna be hidden in makeup, receipts, and nail polish and shit. You ain't gonna be able to find that shit.
You ain't never had a woman get in her purse and throw you a couple 300 and say, go have a good time, baby.
Never in nigga.
Yeah, that's ain't how it works. I don't care how much money she make.
look younger though.
Yeah, because she was an old school ass woman. You think that he was nice?
She got it. She paying to play.
Yeah, she paying for your bills and your friends' bills.
But yeah, I don't care how much older you know what I mean. I don't care how much money. I've dated women that have been neurosurgeons. You know what I mean? That have made way more money than me.
Right.
And you still got to court exactly the same.
Yeah, they're not.
I don't care if she broke or she got money.
They not
you
spending
paying
the
the same date.
They're
At
not,
first,
bro.
your first 6 dates is gonna come out the exact same price.
They not spending the dime.
Yeah.
It don't matter how much money you made.
Yeah.
But they will spend on you.
They will, yeah.
They will. They'll spend on
They'll
you.
spend on them, or you know, down the line. But you, by that point,
Down the line.
yeah, by the time you got down the line to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what you've done to get to that point. I mean, you had to take a woman
Eat the
who
ass
probably
and
had some
shit.
trauma before in her life and get her trust 100% into you. You already went through World War I, 2,
yeah.
and 3.
You done ate
all
the
that.
pussy about 3 times, 4 times already.
Yeah.
No, you done done way. You didn't have to.
What say, bro? Way
You
more than
had
that.
to trust. Y'all have been through some situations. You've had to literally. She had to literally have walked in and thought you was having sex in the bed and lifted up and just saw it was just the pillows and said, "I'm tripping. I didn't. This is a good man. This is a good man. I need to chill the fuck out. Hold up. Let me go make him a sandwich or some shit. I don't know where my trauma is going to me."
So he on the same thing I'm on. Women do not know how to appreciate. And I'm not saying all women. Some women, most women. I'm gonna even say most. I'm gonna be bold on this one and say most. I really feel like most of the women that I've dated, maybe because I wasn't shit too, that didn't know. Don't judge me, Humvee.
Go ahead, keep going.
Didn't know how to appreciate. Didn't know how to appreciate the things that I've done for them. Now, can I honestly say that I was a great boyfriend? Yes, but I'm lying. So I'm just saying that you need to still, even in the man, he's doing that. He's there for. He's providing all the things that Ron say. Show some appreciation. He's courting you.
That's all.
He's bending over backwards. He's. Oh, me no playing, but shit, I'm opening my mouth to project and put myself on the line
It be
to
the
do
little
that.
stuff.
The
Like,
little- oh my God.
He
The
going to
little
get.
stuff.
He going. Prime example. Another thing. I'm going to get food.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm driving there, you know, we get them quick flash thunderstorms in Houston. It started blazing. I'm talking about. When I get out the car, so I even wore some Gucci flip flops to the thing to pick it up, thinking I'm just going out the house in there.
Right.
I got water coming up to here. I'm soaked head to toe, raining down. I got this
Right.
food. I come into the house, I'm drenched.
Yeah.
I had to go to like 6 back ways to get home.
Yeah,
right.
It's supposed to be a quick little 15-minute ride.
And they be like, what took you so
Yeah,
long?
like I said, exactly what she said. And I said, man, you speak to
Motherfucker.
I had to pay for that.
Why did you park? I'm gonna slash your fucking tires in the morning.
It wasn't a, oh, honey, you wet. Let me
Right.
come over here.
No towel, nothing. No, you had to go get everything yourself.
What took you so long, motherfucker? You don't hear that thunderstorm outside?
Yeah, she
We
always
live in
seen
Houston.
it's raining cats and dogs. She
Right.
dry as a mug in the house.
Right.
Because you know what you told her? She gonna do that fake, baby, you want me to come with you? No, girl.
I know damn well she don't want to go.
Sit here with the TV changer and watching you one on my cable.
I got it. I got it.
My nigga said, baby, you want me to go with this?
Exactly what they say.
You know they be saying that.
Next month.
When we go with you, be like, no,
Another
I got you.
game.
Okay, I wasn't going anyway.
They get that little blood stuff. Little men stuff.
Absolutely.
And then it don't never get.
I really feel like men, we are the what's the word? We just do acts of services in all of us. To just do like, okay, this is my woman. She wants this. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do that for her. That's
Because
what
if
I mean.
a man did, if he boasted, if he made a big deal about everything, women would hate that guy. They gotta be like reading the receipt. So here's the receipt. We had a lobster for $59.95, and you had the extra garlic butter. Oh, $2-3 for that.
And you order an extra shot on your drink.
Or she's like, baby, I left
That's
my
extra
phone upstairs.
$19.
You done went up all this. Oh, my back. Oh, the third steer was freaking hard. I jammed my toe. Oh, God.
Jam my toe.
A lot of
But
stuff
you
going
know
on.
who do that? Women.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
don't do that.
Oh, man. They give you
man.
excuse after excuse after
Oh,
excuse
my
after
goodness. They
excuse.
justify everything they do.
Come on now. They
Jesus
do it, man.
Christ.
Definitely, man. That shit is crazy.
But we love their ass.
And we still love them.
We love you, ladies.
Hey, man.
Let me ask a question, though, because I brought this up on my Facebook, and it was a huge topic. I got ran through the codes
Oh,
for
shit.
every woman in the world.
Uh-huh.
What do y'all think about a woman in her 30s instead of you talking to us like that, and she just bought a dog for companionship?
Well, I think a lot of men and women are doing that now. They're buying
What?
pets I don't want to say just a dog, but like pets in general for companionship, because a lot of men and women are like social media driven. So they go off what's happening on Twitter, what's happening on IG, what's happening on that. So
That's deep, huh?
Yeah,
a lot of them are social media driven. So they literally take the words that somebody else from somewhere in Bucktown, Kansas said about having a pet or some shit, and then it transitions, it transfers all around, and now everybody has a pet to downplay them being single.
Yeah. I think pets a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a child. That's another child. It's a
So
child.
if I'm over here and you're a single woman, you already in your 30s, you got some things working against you and stuff like that. I'm like, why would you want to add a pet in there? Like, I don't. It's been so many times I had a woman over the house, we chilling, stuff like that. She got to go on early, let the dog out. I'm like, what's
and then on the dating
got
apps,
the dog. What the dog doing here?
the dating apps, they want you to love. Like, if you don't fuck with dogs, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah,
So I don't fuck with dogs.
Ron, we got
I
some
don't mind a
questions
dog.
for you over here.
Yeah, but I'm like,
One of my truck casters asked, what does a wife look like for you? Miss Shane asked that.
like I said, a wife to me is.
Be raw, bro. Don't be afraid.
I
Drop
think
it
he
down.
broke that down
Don't
earlier.
give him that dollar store shit.
Yeah.
Give it to him real.
Like I said, she's a woman to me that's done the work.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna say done the work.
I want
I didn't realize what work.
Done
was.
and does.
what
That
you
shit
gotta
is
do?
real,
These
bro.
women, dude.
We do too, though. Ron.
Yeah, we gotta
too,
do some work, but you gotta understand where you're at. You gotta have some situations.
Self-awareness.
And, yeah, awareness. And we didn't grow. A lot of us didn't grow up in the best households. Let's keep it real. We didn't see the best example
He did.
of everything. Not everybody. You know what I mean? So we have some things to work on. And this is what I do to every woman that I really don't receive back. There's one thing. This is what it is.
Okay.
I give every woman a clean slate.
Okay.
A clean. I don't care if you're a stripper in the past. I don't care what you did in your past or what went on.
Right.
Or if I know that if somebody told me that you was trauma and crazy. When you date me,
Come on now.
you are getting a clean 100% slate.
It's about what she do
starting
to
new.
you.
I'm not bringing
Right.
any of my past trauma into it. I'm not bringing yours. We're on a clean slate. Where we go from there is up between us.
Right.
Now you could chalk that slate up real quick, but it's clean at first. I'm not coming in there worried about what my ex and what happened in that relationship. When it's over, that's over.
Right.
What I did here is over. When it's show, that's over. I don't bring none of that stuff into the new relationship.
Right.
We on our own new journey.
That's dope.
Right.
And a lot of times the women are bringing everything. You remind them of anything in their past. They bringing that shit up like with some. You like,
Oh,
where'd
you
that come
doing
from?
that shit like my? I didn't know that, nigga.
You like, where'd that come from?
Like, what the fuck?
So yeah, so in a marriage with a wife, I wanted to come with a clean slate, open mind, some appreciation, some personality,
Some
and
appreciation.
be ready. Know what she wants. Say, hey, you know what? I want a man. I appreciate a man. I want a man like you. I like
Come on
these
now.
things about you. We have a good time
Yeah,
together.
open up your goddamn mouth and say some nice shit to your
I'm
man.
ready to
baby.
fight. You want some loyalty. You want a woman that's willing to fight for you, that's gonna stick in there.
Come on now.
Right.
Every little
Yes, come
argument, she gone.
on.
Right?
Oh my God. Come
I had a
on.
woman the other day, we on a date. I had to call people out. So here's the, I'm gonna be real with it.
It's locker room.
She probably gonna break up with me.
We in the locker room.
Locker
room shit, baby.
Locker room, baby.
So I'm out with my boys.
Jock's over there.
I'm out with my boys. Women that do this, they'll call you while you out with your boys.
Right.
You ask you where you at. You say where you at.
Yeah.
And they kind of invite themselves, but like
no.
it was
I'm on my way, bro.
Yeah, it was invite, but kind of invite themselves. And when they invite themselves,
Yeah.
you got to be there out there to pay for the valet, make sure they get in.
Yeah.
Now you doing extra stuff that you weren't doing before while you was just chilling there drinking some Hennessy with your boy.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Okay, she there now. You dealing with it. Everything fine.
Yeah.
But you had your own agenda there. So you had another party you might have to get to. All right, babe, we got to go hit this other party now.
Right,
Because now that you're here, you got to go off my agenda because
You
it's
fucked
still
it
my
up.
night.
Yeah.
So I'm walking,
Yeah.
trying to get the things of that nature. I'm trying to get so I can see him for the birthday party at least the last 15 minutes. I'm thinking she on her phone, right? texting, you know, whoever it is.
Yeah.
I'm not a nosy person. I don't want a woman to be nosy to me. I'll never pick up a woman's phone.
Yeah.
I would never go on a woman's computer. I ain't going to your purse. I ain't going to your drawers. That
Right.
ain't who
None of
I
that
am.
shit. Right.
So when a woman's on her phone, I usually walk ahead of her so she ain't looking like I'm, you know, side to side with her, holding her hand and visiting the phone conversation.
They got that tent shit over their iPhone.
So she thinking, I'm thinking she on the phone. She really was just rattling in her purse and doing something like where it looked like she was on her phone.
Right.
And she gonna stop right there. I can't do this. You walking ahead of me, you're not a gentleman. I need to go home and this and that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought you was on your phone. You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain it. I was like, I didn't do anything. We only 3 steps ahead of each other. This is not a big deal. This must be trauma.
I've had women say that
Trauma for something that you had in the
Right.
past.
I had when they tell me that too, Ron.
Here you
Why
are.
you not wait for me? Like,
Here
what?
you already showed up on my Saturday. I didn't pay for everything. Got your party. We ain't got there. I invited you to the bar. We ought to have a good time. And then you bring up this. I had to hush it in. I swallowed it up. I got it. I was like, you know, explaining it. We got it back. She had an amazing time for the last little 30 minutes. But that's some of that trauma that you hit there. Because I would never been like that crunk on that situation. You had that. You were building that up.
You had no clue. You had no fucking clue.
You thought you were being what's the word?
A gentleman.
Hospitable.
A gentleman, hospitable by not leaning her goddamn phone, being her phone. So I'm gonna walk ahead at you so you know I'm not looking at your shit. And she like, oh, you ain't. I had a woman tell me that shit. I'm like, what?
Maybe she
I
wanted
walk
you to
fast.
do it, you know?
Like, what are you talking
Wait a
about?
minute, if you know you got a lot of
If you
trauma
want me to
and
do
stuff-
this, then come on, stick your arm out.
If you know you got a lot of trauma and stuff with past relationships and things like that, you have to communicate more with your man. You have to actually do more communication.
Yes.
And you got to ask
They're not gonna do that shit.
You got to ask some more questions because your one little bad theory, if it's wrong, can mess up the whole relationship. I'll tell you a funny story. This is fucking
Go ahead.
funny.
Go ahead.
right?
Drop it. Story time with Ron.
And I call my own self out on this because it's true, and I'm just real.
You do fucked up
dude.
shit. It's all good.
Yeah. So I'm chilling there. I'm planning a date with my girl. We had the movie, we had dinner, stuff like that. I'm doing the, you know, it's time for me to spend some money date. You know what I mean? So it's the big boy date.
Right.
She got an attitude the whole freaking date. They messed up the whole night on purpose. You know, that sabotage shit. I'm like,
what?
Yeah. So I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Right.
I'm asking her what's wrong, and she on it. I'm nothing. You know what I mean? When you know something's wrong,
Right,
and
when you
then
know
you done asked her
something
13 times, and you're like,
Yeah.
man,
What is wrong with you? Just tell you, man.
You messed up tonight. Like,
Right.
so we get home,
Yeah.
and then she ain't even like. I don't even get the. I'm not even getting. I know I'm not even about to get the appreciation sex. It's all the energy's all.
Yeah, it's all off. Yeah.
So I'm like, what the heck is wrong? Like, the date's ruined. This is messed up. She gonna go, you over here having sex with other women and doing all this and doing going crazy on me and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what in the world are you talking about?
So she done found some shit about 3 days before. Huh?
Yeah. So she gonna go in there in the drawer. She gonna go in my drawer and stuff, rummaging in there, and she gonna pull out a freaking mini tube of freaking mascara or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the bitch. I say, girl, you ruined our whole. Why didn't you just bring that up? While we was at the movie stuff, you gonna ruin our whole night. All this bread I had to spend, all this time I had planning this stuff over this. Well, the bitch. I was like, dude, I'm 40 years old. I got 2-3 gray hairs right here. I ain't about to spend $10 on the just for me for 3 hairs. I tip it sometimes with the one little mascara. Goddamn. Can I?
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
You think I could have told you that shit in the car?
Wow.
You ruined the whole night with all this drama and all this other bullshit. All the money I spent over this.
Damn.
Communicate if you got trauma.
Wow. And that's a perfect example. Wow, that's a perfect
Communicate. We could have been solved this and been
if
had a
you
beautiful
got trauma,
night.
ladies.
Yeah, because when we take y'all on a day, we spend that break. We want to have a good time too.
We want to
They
have a
ain't
good
just
time
for
during
you.
and after.
We planning it and us to have a good time.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes,
You
sir.
messed up date
Way
night.
to go, Ron. Way to go, Ron. Man, this has been a great goodness.
Hey, man, we might bring you back, bro.
We gotta bring you back.
Shit, for real.
We gotta bring
It's
you
that
back.
locker. It's that locker room.
It's that
talk.
locker room. It's that locker room
Sir,
talk.
man.
Yeah, like, this is just the real. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't care how. We don't really care how it looks.
Yeah.
We understand how it sounds.
Right.
It's just that real. You know what I mean? This is
real,
what's going
raw.
on in the streets, and this is I still date. I'm still in the streets. This
Yeah.
ain't no Kevin Samuel, this and that,
Right,
where they
right.
get projecting. This is real situations that are really going on to real dudes that you really gonna meet. That's
So
out
it's
here
safe.
right now.
It's safe to tell the ladies that's watching that you didn't find love on Ready to Love.
I didn't find love on the show. I was dating with intent.
Okay,
Okay.
I did do the work
that's dope.
to stop dating. I started dating probably about 2 months beforehand to try to take it serious.
Okay.
I tried to, like I said, ask myself the hard questions for the women I was dating.
Right.
To try to keep it real with myself and them. But at the end of the day, it's a TV show. And I forget about that.
Right.
They
right,
got their
right.
own
Their
man.
job is to make to make a TV show, and
That's it.
everybody else's job is to be on a TV show. And if you're the
That's
only one, really dating serious, and you about to get punished. So that ain't necessarily happening. But we did, like I said, we had a great show. Castmates are cool. We had some people find love, real love. I feel.
That's dope.
And
Happened
That
though.
shit don't happen.
No. I'm talking about like
That's just what happens on fucking
like
movies.
movies, yeah.
The fatal attract, like when you really attract somebody, like
that's a bit attraction there, but two regular ugly motherfuckers ain't about to look. You know what I mean? We ain't, that's how they say it on the movies, because everybody looks good on the movies.
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I understand what
If
you're saying.
that's gonna happen, it's just gonna be you looking average and she looking gorgeous, and then you gonna be in a whole different relationship, or her reaching
Right.
for a guy that she's
Gotcha.
attracted. But for the
Gotcha.
most
Right.
part,
Yeah.
Right.
you struggle through this.
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard. It's supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
Like, prime example, my favorite movies.
I
Have
like
you
that.
ever seen the movie Drumline?
Yeah.
Remember in the beginning when Nick Cannon just off the thing, just
Right.
chilling,
yeah.
and my man said, "Who remembers the lines of this thing coming from a rehearsal thing?" He says, "Hard. You're supposed to struggle through it.
Yeah.
Something's up." If it goes too smooth, something's going on. He's probably lying to your ass. He's
Right,
probably lying to
right.
you.
Something gonna happen
going
in the
on.
end. Yeah,
You're
gotcha,
supposed to be
gotcha.
mad at this dude on date 2. You're supposed to go through some struggle. He's supposed to
Right.
get pulled over, and his license ain't right. And now you
No.
gotta go bail him out of jail.
That's it.
Something's supposed to happen.
His car's supposed to get declined.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah.
You're supposed to struggle through this. It
Yeah,
ain't gonna
that's
be
it.
this the chemistry and everything the thing spark. And some of those struggles is what bring y'all closer together. You're like,
Come on
okay,
now.
he was
Man.
real with me through this.
Yeah.
This happened here. You might, and you don't always have to be on the guy. Sometimes the women struggle through something.
Definitely.
She
Definitely.
forget her little, you know what I mean? Like, oh
Yeah.
dang, he gonna be thinking on this.
Only got one earring on. So
Yeah, your wig that fell off on the thing.
All
Like,
that,
yeah,
right.
you done left your
I
wig
like
on the
Tina
thing. You
Turner.
didn't say nothing.
All that.
It can happen, but as long as they
Bitch
rocking
got
with you and
put
it's
deodorant
real,
on.
it's real.
Hey, bitch, you ain't got no deodorant.
But they know the stuff like that. She like, you know what I mean? You know how many times I tell the girl, she's like, yo, I didn't know we was going to go here after this. It was hot.
Yeah.
And the Sunday, Sunday day party,
Right,
I didn't
right.
put the right deodorant on.
Yeah. Well, do you have deodorant?
Yeah.
I ain't got none on. Like, what?
And if you a real dude,
I don't want the white streak right. What?
Don't even worry about it, girl. I'm going to rock with you.
I got you.
I got some axe in the car. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
we
right. See, I got some ass in the car.
I
That's
like
it,
you that
man.
much. Come on, lift your arm,
That's
Peter.
it, man.
Yeah.
That's
That boy
what's up.
run in the house,
Hey,
man.
Ron, you dropped some knowledge, man. We definitely gotta have a locker room part 2, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna have a locker room, bro, too. We're gonna get y'all that was real. Because, like I said, at my end of the day, my only goal is for myself and for everybody else is that we get these couples together. I mean, come on, these statistics are horrible. We gotta do better. And I'm a numbers guy. I got my bachelor's in finance.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm a numbers guy, and the statistics are horrible. They're getting worse.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
We can't,
you ain't lying,
ladies. You're not gonna be able to ignore your way through this. It's
Don't
not
wait
gonna
till you're 40. All that shit.
You're not gonna be able to ignore your way through the situation. It's getting worse. It's gonna keep getting worse. And
So how do you break that cycle? How do we break that cycle? How do we teach the youth about the importance of families when we don't have it? You know what I'm saying?
No, we
That's
gotta
a
let the
deep
youth
ass
know
question,
that the importance of partnership with the right person.
Right.
Young and how to build wealth that way, and you know what that brings. And I'll do the math for them and just show them, hey, this is what you can have if you partner with somebody else,
Yeah.
making the same, and y'all get on the same journey and stuff like that. Those are the ones. And women see those couples in Atlanta and stuff like that. When them real baller couples, when you see that
Yeah.
big Atlanta house, and you
Got
know
two
the
different
nigga-
houses.
Yeah.
He stay over here, I stay in this house. Like,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Acres. You
Yeah,
feel me?
them be the
damn.
married couples.
Yeah.
You ask them when they got married, they'd be like 22, 23. You know? They
Yeah.
been with each other. They get stuck through. She done been through maybe a cancer scare. He done been through
Yeah.
that.
Come on now.
And they get
Hey,
rolled
that's
through.
love, man. That's
When-
love.
and they both
Shit.
done fell off at certain times, and they done
Yeah.
held each other down, and that's
Yeah.
just
Right.
what
That's
a
real
marriage
love.
is. You struggle
Right.
through it. It ain't supposed to be
I'm not-
hot girl summer, social media,
Right.
and Cabo every day.
Right.
No,
Right.
it's ugly, it's narrative, it's twisted.
Come on now.
But it's yours. It's your
It's
picture.
yours.
It's there. You wouldn't trade it in for nothing because of it. It's like your kid. Your kid get on your damn nerves. But
You ain't finna
might
go trade him
your,
in?
You might trade your kid in?
Nah.
No, you rocking with that bad son of a bitch. Yeah, you gonna rock with him. So yeah, so
That's
you gotta
real.
do the same thing with your relationship and be appreciative and just say, hey, you know, I'm in this. It's commitment. And commitment ain't pretty. Commitment is commitment.
If
you
they
see-
can understand that,
you
man.
seen it through the end. You can say, I already know this dude to get on my nerve. Because women, here's the thing with women is, they're so emotional. One emotion can change the whole thinking. I don't even want to be with this guy no more.
Yes.
Oh, what? It's off one little emotion.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't bet together. You don't even see the problem coming. That's why women are 80% in divorce, because we don't even see it coming.
Yeah.
We over here doing the best we can.
The best
as
we can.
men
Come on now.
To try to even do what we can. You know what I mean? We ain't even experts in this shit. We struggling through it.
It
Trying
ain't
to
no
get right.
book. It ain't no book to have a perfect relationship.
And then
This
all
is
of
the
a
book.
sudden,
no.
just off of emotion, nothing you
Right.
did,
Right. Just emotion.
she's not into you no more. After 18 years, 12 years, 13 years,
shit
10
crazy, bro.
years. And that part we don't understand. I need the ladies' help for that. Y'all can chime in on that. Of how, because we're logical people, we would never understand how that happens.
Man.
And it happens a lot. It's happened to my barber. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they got multiple kids and this and that. And all of a
Right.
sudden, she ain't feeling him no more.
All of a
He been
sudden.
he been doing this and that. And my other guy next to them, they getting divorces left
That's
and
just
right.
scary, man.
Especially during COVID, it was happening left